Okay, we're back here with our fence project. What started out as a small project, just fixing what we thought was part of the fence falling over, has turned into a fairly massive project. I'm gonna turn around the camera and kind of explain what we've been up to. This is the part of the fence that was falling over, and we have a previous video kind of discussing this. But I'll look over here, and you can kind of see the property down below. They cut away at their property to expand their property right up to our fence, and then with the erosion that occurred, the fence started falling over. So we have a wire holding it up. But to avoid this problem in the future, we built a water channel, a drainage system around it, and it goes around, well, at least a quarter of the property, probably close to a third of the property. And we're finishing up the final touches. We'll walk down here and follow it down. Pretty cool, because there's not many places on the property where we have concrete that we can walk around. The kids obviously enjoy walking around it. But it goes all the way down here. It's butted up against the fence, and the water will flow exactly how we're walking, all the way down here. And it's been quite an extensive project. We've had 3 different sets of masons on it. The first 2 sets didn't work out too well. They worked for a couple weeks, and then things kind of went south. Now we have the final set on, and they seem to be working out well. So it goes all the way down here, and it's well made. And it's got nice sides to it, as you can see, kind of a nice lip on each side, and it goes all the way down here to the bottom of the property. And the water will flow out tubes here at the very end, sewer tubes. It's tough to see with the light of the camera how well you'll actually be able to see this, but it'll flow out there. We're actually going to build sort of at the end of on the other side of the fence here, where the water flows out of the tubes. We're going to pour some concrete there, so that the ground will have some sort of a resistance and not start eroding where the water comes out. But there it is. It goes way up there, and this will this will help our entire property from eroding away, because I didn't talk about this too much on the way down, but basically every neighbor on the other side of the fence has cut away at their property right to our fence, and so with time it'll just erode right underneath our fence, while we would have had the same problem where the fence is falling over in all sorts of areas. So that's this was kind of a fairly extensive fix to make use of this. This cracks me up. You can see these kids sitting here in our drainage channel, because there really is. There's not a whole lot of places on the school property where there's concrete, so the kids are really kind of enjoying this new construction. I think we're playing hide and seek here or something. ¿Cómo están?
Yes.
Okay. Hola, Abby. So we'll follow it all the way up to the top of the channel here. All of this has been walking uphill, and we'll get over here. Hola, Mario.
Hola.
We'll get over here to where our 2 masons are working, Herminio Senior and Herminio Junior. You can see they're building the lip here on the fence side of the drainage, and here we have the water will flow inside this thing, and there's a pipe that'll take it out the other side. So he's putting Yesterday they just poured the lid for this, and they're putting the lid on. And so you can see here, the water will actually flow out this way here, but on this part here, it'll flow into what they would call a registro. Let's see, what would we call it? Well, just a drainage. It goes underneath that thing he's pounding on, and there's a tube, a pipe, underneath the ground here that you can't see that takes the water all the way out here to the street, and it just flows out into the street. And I'd like to say it goes into the storm drainage system, but there isn't one. But at least it flows out into a concrete street out here. You can see, I hope you can see here, it's tough to tell with the shadows, but there's a lip here that'll force it to go out into the street, and then it just flows down the driveway from the school. And well, hopefully by then it won't cause any problems out of there. So, well, it's been a great project, a large project, and we only have a couple more weeks to go. On the back side here, you can see here we have these landscaping blocks that are holding up the bank on the other side of the fence. It's actually not our property, but we're fixing it. And so you can see this landscaping block here that's fallen down. So we're going to rebuild parts here where it's fallen apart. So hopefully this guy won't be here when we're fixing the fence. Here's another spot where you can see the landscaping blocks have fallen down. So the masons will rebuild the wall on the other side of it. Hopefully by the end of it, we'll have a real, not only a sturdy fence, but we're fixing the property on both sides, something that'll last for years to come. That's the plan. We didn't want to do a quick fix on this, so we're doing the opposite. We're doing quite an extensive fix. And all of this has to do with the new school, because where the new school is going to be located, which you've seen in other videos, it's butted up toward the fence on the back side. And so so we don't want water that runs off of the school to start eating away at the bank. So it'll go right into the drainage channel that we built. So, well, there you go. That's our fence project.